So coming to the larynx, it is mainly a fibrocartilaginous structure. That means it is made up of different cartilages interconnected by your fibrous membranes and ligaments. So let us see what are the different cartilages present. Total 6 types of cartilages are present in the larynx, of which 3 are paired and 3 are unpaired. The unpaired cartilages are your thyroid, cricoid and epiglottis, and the 3 paired cartilages are arytenoids, corniculate and cuneiform. Okay. So let us study one by one. Now coming to the thyroid cartilage. So your thyroid cartilage is the largest cartilage of larynx. And it has got 2 alae which are fused in midline. Okay, that means it has got the 2 alae are fused in the midline, one alae on one side and other alae on the other side, right? So they are fused in the midline, and the upper part of the midline is like a prominence. This prominence is called as Adam's apple. Okay? This Adam's apple is joins at an angle of 90 degrees in males. So it will be more prominent anteriorly. So due to its angulation of 90 degrees, it is more prominent in males. When you come to the females, the 2 alae fuse at an angle of 120 degrees in case of females. So that's why it is less prominent in case of females, right? Apart from these 2 alae, your thyroid has also got 2 superior cornu and 2 inferior cornu. 2 superior cornu and 2 inferior cornu. Okay. So these are the superior cornu and these are your inferior cornu. Okay. And this inferior cornu gets attached to cricoid cartilage, forming a cricothyroid joint. If you take your thyroid, the 2 thyroid alae is the thyroid, inferior cornu, superior cornu, and your cricoid will be here, right? So this inferior cornu will attach to the cricoid below to form cricothyroid joint. Okay. And coming to the other structures, the membranes, the attachments of the thyroid. Your thyroid, see, this is your thyroid, right? Your superior cornu, inferior cornu is the midline. Above here lies your hyoid bone. This is your hyoid bone. Between the thyroid and hyoid, there is a membranous attachment that is called as your thyrohyoid membrane. And it has got 2 openings on either side. Through these openings, your internal laryngeal vessels, both artery and vein, as well as your internal laryngeal nerve, which is a internal laryngeal nerve is a branch of SLN, superior laryngeal nerve. Again, this superior laryngeal nerve is a branch of vagus, right? So This thyrohyoid, the name itself says it connects the thyroid cartilage and hyoid bone. The membrane that connects thyroid and hyoid is the thyroid membrane, which has got two openings on either side through which your internal laryngeal artery, internal laryngeal vein and internal laryngeal nerve, that is internal laryngeal vein, artery and nerve on either side will enter through these openings. Right? Coming to the other attachments, this is anterior view. If you see from front side, if we see from lateral side, the median sagittal view or lateral view will be, this will be your thyroid and your cricoid will be arranged like this, and here will be your hyoid. This is hyoid, thyroid, cricoid. Your arytenoid will be presenting over here, corniculate and cuneiform. Thyroid, the epiglottis will arise from the posterior surface of the thyroid cartilage. Okay, so on lateral view you can see your epiglottis arising from the thyroid alae posterior surface in the midline. Okay. So your epiglottis attaches to posterior surface of ala. Okay, posterior surface of ala. This attaches with the help of a ligament called as thyroepiglottic ligament. Okay, this attaches with the help of a thyroepiglottic ligament, and below the thyroid, the epiglottis attachment on the thyroid, there arises a structure that is your vocal cord. Okay, so this is your vocal cord and this is your epiglottis. Okay, so your vocal cord attaches to thyroid cartilage below the epiglottis attachment. Right. Coming to the next cartilage, your cricoid cartilage. Your cricoid cartilage is the only cartilage that forms a complete ring. Okay. See, if you see from anterior view, from the front, if you see, your cricoid will be appearing like an arch, that is called as cricoid arch. And if you see from the lateral view, as you go from anterior end to posterior end, this is lateral view, it broadens, the length of the cartilage widens gradually as we move from anterior to lateral, that is seen on lateral view. And if you see from the posterior view, it will be broad, the plate like. This is your posterior view of the cricoid cartilage. It will be a broad plate like structure. This is called as cricoid lamina. Okay. So your cricoid has got these variations in its anatomical structure. Right. Your cricoid is attached to the thyroid with the help of cricothyroid joint, as we have already seen. Also, there is a membrane called as cricovocal membrane that attaches from the cricoid cartilage to the vocal cord. We will see it later. And coming to the next, the paired cartilage, the arytenoids. Right. If you see on the from the posterior view, you have got your cricoid lamina. This is your cricoid lamina. On either side of the lamina, you can be seeing your arytenoid sitting over the upper surface of the cricoid lamina. So these are your arytenoids. Okay. So arytenoids, they sit on the upper surface of cricoid lamina. Right. So these arytenoids have got two processes. What are they? Anteriorly vocal process and posterolaterally muscular process. Vocal process anteriorly and muscular process posterolaterally. Okay. The vocal process gives rise to attachment of vocal cord, and your muscular process gives rise to attachment to muscles. Okay. This we will study in the muscles part of the larynx. Right. If you see from the vocal processes, you have got two vocal cord like structure going anterior. If you see from the lateral side, your cricoid will be lying like this. From the lateral view, this is posterior view. On above the cricoid laminar surface, you will be having your arytenoid sitting. From here, there will be anteriorly, there will be, this is anterior end, this is posterior end. Right? To your arytenoid, there will be vocal process will be attached over here, and here you will be having your thyroid cartilage. Right? From here, from the vocal process towards the thyroid, the vocal cord extends. Okay, that attaches between your arytenoid and thyroid. This is your vocal cord. Right? There is a membranous attachment over here. Over the arytenoid, you will be having corniculate and cuneiform, and from the thyroid, your epiglottis will be arising like this, isn't it? So this is lateral view. Right? And coming to the next cartilage, that is your corniculate cartilage. It is also known as cartilage of Santorini. Right? They sit on top of arytenoid cartilage. Okay? Where do you get the word Santorini? At other place, fissures of Santorini. Where do you see these fissures of Santorini? In the cartilaginous part of external auditory canal. Right? This is your pinna, your external auditory canal, and tympanic membrane. Right? In the outer cartilaginous part, the outer 8 mm is cartilaginous part, isn't it? And the inner 2/3 part is bony part. Here you will be having openings. Right? Down you will be having, in this region, you will be having a parotid gland. So infections through this foramina will spread to and fro between external auditory canal and parotid. So this, through these fissures of Santorini, infections spread to and fro from parotid. Right? And the other cartilage you come across is cuneiform. This cuneiform cartilage is also known as cartilage of Risberg. Right? They sit on